Health and Allied Workers Union Nehawu's leadership has been engaged in marathon negotiations with the management of the SABS for a week with no joy as the strike action drags on at the entity. The union says it has non-negotiables and that the workers will continue with the strike until those demands are met.
They must end exploitation by making sure that no one at SABC is paid below the minimum of the scale. That is the no-go area. The second issue together with that is that let them implement the recommendation of the expert group that they solicited on remuneration, that they need to move workers into the midpoint of the scale. We're not buying that argument of, crying poverty.
The union says the strike action is already being felt in various sectors of the economy where certifications have come to a halt.
The impact on the strike is huge in that, one, there is no one receiving the samples. And these are samples that are really designed to protect the public in terms of the products and services that are offered in the market. The food and water labs, all the test officers are here. And the food and water microbiology labs, also the test officers are here. And the net effect is that all the food samples and water samples, including distilled water from hospitals and so on, they need to be tested within 2 hours of being here, 24 hours of being here. So for the past week and also even today, those samples are sitting there and nobody is testing them. And that is the case even for the electrical lab, the textile lab, and all laboratories, including this issue of cement, which is a huge revenue generation for them. It's unable to be tested from PPC, Lafarge, Afrisem, and all of those suppliers are unable to test their product.
But the SABS management says the organization continues to operate and has implemented contingency plans, hopeful that talks to end the strike will resume soon. The workers remain in high spirits as they maintain that nothing is happening at the entity.
I work for the standards division, responsible for the petroleum standards, and so as I'm out here, there's nothing happening in the standards division. Like all the standards writers are here, documents are not going out for public comment. There's just nothing happening.
My area of expertise is in testing. I'm under a division of lab services at NEHAwu, which is a National Electric Test Facility. That's where we are based at. We do testing for electrical equipment.
Nehawu has since written to all entities operating under the DTIC to also join in and issue notices of strike this week as the union plans a secondary strike at the SABS. The CCMA has also been roped in to try intervene.
The employer tried to engage the CCMA. They are trying to intervene on Section 150 is to try and see if they cannot get us to discuss this issue and break the impasse.
Nehawu says the longer the strike continues, the more disastrous it will be for the SABS clients and the country, urging the management to come back to the negotiations with a tangible offer. Nehawu says it's now pinning its hopes on interventions by Trade, Industry and Competition Minister Park Stow to help bridge the impasse at the SABS. The workers have also planned a march to his office on the 8th of August to address issues at the organization, hopeful that through his interventions, issues at the entity would be a thing of the past and the strike action called off. Katlego Logodi, SABC News in Pretoria.